It's interesting to see work from another person's eyes and to be able to say, here's what I do, and I think it can help you do your job. So the charity is called Surgicorps, and it's a group of surgeons and nurses that started in Pittsburgh about 20 years ago. Think of Doctors Without Borders. They go to underdeveloped countries. They provide free surgical and medical care. They're in these countries for a week. First day, hundreds of patients come in to see whether they can do surgeries, and then it's 5 days of nonstop surgeries, about 18 to 20 surgeries a day. And I went on my first trip with them last November, just as something that I wanted to do. I went with my mom. I thought I was going to be doing a lot of waiting room type activities. I was nurse for a week in the operating room, and I looked at their processes and their operations. They had paper charts. They have literally hundreds of families, and it's anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes where a patient, it could be a child or an adult, comes in and they scribble down these notes, and then once they have the notes, they take a Polaroid photo of the patient who's holding up a Post-it number, and they staple all this together and they go through to anesthesia, and then they have to track all that. They have to handwrite the schedules. And I just said, you guys can't do this. I can get you iPads, I can get you an AirWatch solution, we can find some applications to help you streamline this. And that way, when you're done all the medical records, you can just deliver to the local hospitals if they have a doctor at all. We outfitted Surgicorps with new iPad Pros and worked with Alvaro over at Pronto Forms, who said, 100% we want to help. He donated a Pronto Forms solution, and we've had regular calls with some of their sales engineers and their support technicians to build out a patient form for Surgicorps in order to make their process easy, make it clean, and give them more of an opportunity to focus on the patients. So this is the third trip is going on right now this year. They're in Zambia. Each trip we come back, we learn what went well, what didn't, but the feedback from the Surgicorps staff is, I was a little worried that people wouldn't know how to use this new process, but the volunteers, the nurses, the first-time volunteers, within 5 minutes, they had it running. They said it was just so easy. And that's the beauty of iOS. That's the beauty of the native apps. Pronto Forms is amazing in what it can do. As those patients go to surgery, making notes, taking photos, and then leaving that with the patient in a digital copy is really going to allow Surgicorps to serve more patients. They're thinking about expanding to more than 4 countries per year. iOS can help in a charitable cause, in a healthcare environment. Just helping people is what it's doing. So it's exciting.